The biggest stars have aligned on the biggest night in basketball. This series has gone down to the wire. The air is thick with excitement and anticipation. Welcome, everyone, to NBA Finals Game 7. Winner take all. A season of joy and pain will end here tonight. And thank you for making us part of your night on 2K Sports. And in our matchup tonight, you'll see the Minnesota Timberwolves going up against the Miami Heat. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline. Carter outside. The biggest stars have aligned on the biggest night in basketball. This series has gone down to the wire. The air is thick with excitement and anticipation. Welcome, everyone, to NBA Finals Game 7. Winner take all. A season of joy and pain will end here tonight. And thank you for making us part of your night on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Minnesota Timberwolves going up against the Miami Heat. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. And so the tip-off, it's Miami. Pass to Williams. Look at the Heat. What an incredible run through this postseason. The question now is, do they have enough to finish the job?
Well, that's what tens of millions of people around the world are tuning in to see. Game 7s make legends. The question is, who will step up?
Now here's Williams. Vince Carter missing his last shot. Butler at the elbow. 6 on the shot clock. Lekovic with the rebound. And here's Wirtz will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Wallace. No good that time. Boozer with the defensive effort. At the elbow, Williams. Lekovic with the rebound. To the paint. Here's Garnett. And Garnett with the slam.
How about that for a flush? Garnett going up with confidence and packing a punch.
Here's Baines. Buries it down low.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Garnett, the screen. Wirtz misses. For Miami, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Now here's Arenas. Tight defense on him. Butler against Wallace. Butler, no good. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Huertas looking over the floor. Pass to Carter. Here's Wallace, and he drives in. That's in there. Carter with the assist.
And he's a skilled and willing passer. Vince gets to his teammates on time and on target.
Carter against Williams. Now here's Arenas. Wide open. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Here's Huertas. Garnett the pass to Huertas. Garnett the screen. Over Boozer. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
You know, KG's an insanely long player, and that length allows him to bait defenders into contact and to finish through it.
The Timberwolves shooting their first free throw of the game right now. And Garnett, no good on that one.
You know, with the style of game he has, seems like no matter the system, he's going to succeed.
It's stolen. Here's Huertas. Carter outside. Clock at 4. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Huertas misses.
For the defense refusing to give up anything easy. Love seeing that kind of intensity.
Bain sets the pick for Arenas. Pass to Boozer. Now Williams, defended by Carter. Here's Butler. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
Point-blank range, that's what you want.
And so Huertas will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They easily took Thursday's game.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Well, it's really hard to stop them when they're in a groove offensively. And they were in a comfort zone all game long in that one.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
You're right. Finished hard with two hands on that stuff.
Yeah, highly efficient. Nothing extra special there. Just effective.
Now here's Butler. Williams passes to Boozer. Here's Wallace. And Wallace slams it in.
There you see the defensive savvy of Garnett on display, helping him come up with the steal, which turns into a successful fast break.
Here is Williams. Still yet to score. Butler in the corner. Here's the step back. A shot off that time. Nice defense from Wallace. Timberwolves leading by 4. Here's Huertas. Vince Carter on the wing. Good. And Huertas gets the assist. Carter's got his second basket of the game.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
And so now a timeout called by Brad Nelson. He's ready to talk things through with them. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Minnesota. And Miami also making a switch. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Butler. And Miami has possession. They trail by 6. Outside Arenas. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Arenas such a natural scorer. Even when he gets fouled, he still maintains his concentration.
And let's go to take guys on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Right away, they showed us they weren't going to shy away from the mid-range game, and it's proving to be an effective tool for them.
Cultivating a lot of assists right now, which is beautiful to see. Love the way they're working that ball around.
Now here is Carter. Over Arenas. Miami grabs the miss. Popped up there for Barnes.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one,
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same.
It actually almost makes it a little more special. Grace over power is how I would look at it.
Carter, the pass to Pekovic. And here's the fast break. Arenas leading the way. Can't get it to fall.
You won't see that from him very often, missing the bunny like that.
Carter, the pass to Huertas. Pekovic against Bain. Here's Huertas. Connects from three-point range.
Kevin Garnett sacrificing his body on the defender there.
The Heat trail by 4. Outside Boozer. Outside Williams. Nobody near Barnes. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. And Doug Collins wants a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Sabansu checked in for Kevin Garnett. Here's a peek at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the top rebounders in this year's playoffs. Carlos Boozer, 3rd.
He's dialed up his rebounding here in the postseason. There's something about the big games that bring out the best in him.
Minnesota leading by 4. Here's Huertas down low. That's good from Pekovic on the assist by Huertas.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Baines a screen on Carter. The kick out to Barnes. Miami no good on that time either.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Here's Huertas. Carter outside. Over Arenas. And Baines pulls it down. The Heat trail by 6. Outside Arenas. Outside Williams. Boozer with it. He's against Mensah-Bonsu. It's Boozer missing. Timberwolves have gone 8 of 14 from the field in the first quarter. Korver passes to Huertas. Carter outside. Over Arenas. And it's Carter missing.
He's off his game right now, trying to find a groove.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Timberwolves leading by 6. And there's the drive. And Vince Carter with the slam.
And so tenacious on the attack. I love seeing Carter go all the way on that one.
Baines a screen on Carter. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And they've got to get their heads into this game. They're giving the ball away far too easy.
Right you are, man. That's turnover number 3 already. Not the way you want to start a ball game.
The Heat making a switch here. Mirotic has checked in. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Taken away by Williams. To halt the run. Tips it. Great positioning on the putback.
Hard work on the boards, extending that possession.
And so Huertas will bring it up for the Timberwolves. 6-point lead. Shot clock at 5. Carter outside. Over Arenas. Here's Pekovic. And Baines pulls it down. Baines has got his 4th rebound in this one. Mirotic inside. Here's Arenas. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Arenas, boy, I tell you, is one of the most confident and explosive scorers in the game. The shoot-first point guard who will let it fly at any time and do real damage with the ball in his hand.
And the first one at the line is good. Carlos Boozer's checked in for Aaron Baines. And both free throws good for Arenas.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Korver a screen on Williams. To the inside. Here's Brown. Some solid defense here from Arenas.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Good work there as it goes.
You know, he's a volume shooter and a terrific scorer, but Arenas also is a crafty passer, too.
Now, here's Brown. Pass to Huertas. Over Williams. And there's the foul. It'll go on Nikola Mirotic. That is his first foul of the game. Minnesota making some changes. Pops Mensah-Bonsu checked in for Zeller. And it's Heinrich in for Huertas. Martin's checked in for Miami. Warren comes in for Lou Williams. .129 left here in the opening quarter. Here's Brown. Good, nice job down low.
Got the better of the defense that time. Easy trip to the rim.
The Heat trail by 4. Outside Warren. Pass to Martin. And here's Boozer. Asik defending. Tried to shoot. Boozer kicks to Martin. From deep. Buries the long-range jumper.
And how about the confidence of Martin in his mechanics, able to quickly get that shot off.
There's the pick. To the middle. Deflects the pass. And out of bounds it is. Last touch by Mirotic.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Jordan Crawford's checked in for the Heat. .50 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Just 4 to shoot. Pass to Korver. Fires the 3. Miami grabs the miss. Boozer's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Martin. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Boozer passes to Martin. Now Crawford. Tries again. The kick out to Barnes. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession.
Look, the intentions were good. I like the unselfishness, but the execution, a lot to be desired.
There's 18 seconds left to play in the first. Brown with a screen on Martin. It's Garnett on the wing. 1 second left. He lays it in. Garnett's got 6.
Hey, it's typically a positive for this offense when he's assertive and looking to score.
At the end of 1, a closely contested game so far. Minnesota on top. They lead by 3. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. We're back courtside at Game 7 as this series comes to a head. And let's quickly break down the game we're watching with the Timberwolves, guys.
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Here's Crawford following the score by Kevin Garnett. Pass to Martin. From downtown, rebounded by the Timberwolves. Left side, Brown. Now, here's Green, covered by Mirotic. 5 on the clock. Here's Garnett. Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Timberwolves lead by 7.
A classic putback score. Physicality to make sure they convert.
Pass to Mirotic. Kevin Martin on the wing. Guarded by Green. Crawford outside. Asik pulls it in. Timberwolves leading by 7. Inside and stolen by Mirotic. On, here we go. Crawford all alone. And the shot goes down. And it's 6 points for Harrison Barnes.
Now, I tell you what, they won't be down for long if they can get some more early offense like that.
Green against Martin. Green kicks to Brown. Korver passes to Brown. Clock at 6. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. Some changes for Minnesota. Wallace comes in for Omer Asha. And it's Huertas in for Danny Green. And Miami with a change here, too. Butler's checked in. Two minutes now played in the second quarter. Brown the pass to Korver. Boozer against Garnett. Wallace left side. 4 on the clock. Brown finds Garnett. Huertas. Oh, good on the triple. And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. It's a 5-point game. Outside for Martin. A 3. Crawford outside. Fires for 3. Boozer. It's good on the putback.
And great job being in the right place. And give Boozer credit for the extra effort there on the glass.
Here's Huertas. Garnett outside. Over Boozer. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Butler against Korver. Outside, Butler. Pass to Mirotic. Takes the 3. Kevin Garnett grabs the miss. Minnesota leading by 3. Here's Brown. Garnett dishes to Wallace. Back to Garnett. Garnett rattles the rim.
Look at his athleticism, the mobility, and agility. Garnett knows how to make himself dangerous in the pick and roll.
Brown against Crawford. To the paint. And the dunk by Boozer.
This is why they involve him in screen and rolls. I mean, he's good executing out of that situation.
Here's Huertas. Garnett outside. It's hauled in by the Heat. Crawford outside. Butler at the elbow. Outside, Martin. Miami needs to get a shot off. It's taken away by Wallace. Driving to the basket. And the slam dunk by Wallace.
And going downhill there, you have to stop the ball before it can get to the hoop.
And so now, a timeout called by Brad Nelson. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Williams is checked in for the Heat. The Heat trail by 5. Down low. Here's Boozer. And Boozer throws it down.
Not a guy you want to dunk over you. Boozer with a head of steam there, hitting to the rim.
Huertas passes to Wallace. Pass to Korver. Fires from deep. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Defensive mix-up for sure right there. Somehow he was left open.
Shot from the wing. Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Martin. Timberwolves have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. And timeout called by Doug Collins. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Carter's checked in. Gilbert Arenas is checked in for Miami. Pass to Korver. On the wing, Wallace. He has 6. Just 5 on the clock. Burgess passes to Garnett. Looking here at the NBA's top scorers during this postseason as shown on the 2K leaderboard. Second is Vince Carter.
And he's taken off on a tremendous scoring streak at the perfect time. I mean, obviously, he's established himself as a premier playoff performer.
Minnesota making a switch here. Asik's checked in, and it's time for an injury report.
Thanks, guys. I got a status report from the Timberwolves head athletic trainer. He told me that he has a stiff back and that it is very sore right now. He told me that even though he's in some discomfort, he's going to try and give it a go. They don't foresee any long-term effects from letting him play. Guys?
David, thanks for the report. Well, at least we know now how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And, you know, for him, just watching his teammates unable to contribute, that's really a help with Fields.
Here's Arenas, following the score by Vince Carter. Arenas goes in, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Arenas is so relentless in attacking the basket, always puts all kinds of pressure on the defense.
Kyle Korver, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Brown comes in for Vince Carter. The Heat making a switch here. And both free throws good for Arenas. Minnesota leading by 4. Wallace outside. On the wing, Brown. Feeds away. It's hauled in by Butler. And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Heat. In the corner, it's Arenas. Back to Butler. Shot clock at 6. Shot on the wing. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Wallace down low. Covered by Barnes. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line. The Timberwolves shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. The first one falls. Danny Green, he's checked in for Minnesota. And Miami with a change here, too. Monroe's checked in, and he makes both free throws. The Heat trail by 6. Baseline J on the way. That's good from Barnes on the assist by Arenas. Arenas has got his 3rd assist on the night. Here's Wirtz. Pass to Wallace. On the wing, Korver. Wallace looking for an opening. Off target with his 3. For Miami, they've gone 6 of 13 so far from the field here in the second quarter. And it's Butler missing.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts in a 3-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
2 points the hard way there. Battling and willing that bucket in.
The Heat making a switch here. Martin's checked in.
And, you know, the defense Asik provides is important, critical. I mean, a lengthy 7-footer who does a good job changing shots with his length.
Arenas misses.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Here's Wirtz. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Butler.
It's not his night, but his teammates have picked him up.
Pass to Barnes. Back to Williams. And here is Barnes. There's the triple. Williams can't get it to go. Wallace with the ball. Headed now by Barnes. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. Mirotic is checked in for Harrison Barnes.
Number 44.
Here's Arenas. 9 points in the game so far. There's a good screen. Miami no good on that time either. Minnesota leading by 7. Wallace kicks to Wirtz. Korver a screen on Williams. Pass to Korver. Launches it. Mirotic grabs the miss. And Miami shooting 35% so far in the second. They need to move the ball around more and find better looks. 5 to shoot. Martin finds Williams. That's up a 3. And it's Martin missing.
He's letting it fly, but the results just have not been there.
Pass to Huertas. Back to Wallace. Asik the screen for Wallace. To the middle. Asik with the bucket. Asik's got the lead up to 9 now for the Timberwolves.
He's found his game in the second quarter, looking very assertive now.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
On deep, Arenas. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. Williams has got 3 assists tonight. Here's Huertas. Outside Korver. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by the Heat. Mirotic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Williams hits the mark. And again, it's Miami with a 3.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
It's tipped. It's stolen by Martin. Arenas passes to Mirotic, and he makes good on the layup. And now just a 1-point Timberwolves lead. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Heat.
Well, you know, they've been aggressive on the defensive end, and it's paying off for them. Quite a few takeaways for them in the early going.
And another thing they've done so well is convert fast break opportunities. Great job trusting their guys and getting those easy.
Here's Arenas after the basket by Minnesota. Right side, Williams. Good ball movement here by the Heat. 6 to shoot. Goes up on the wing. Mirotic's shot is off. Timberwolves leading by 3. Right side, Korver. Pass to Wallace. Here's Huertas. Outside Korver. Over Arenas. And Kevin Martin pulls it down. Arenas dishes to Butler. Near the 3-point line, it's Mirotic. Another miss by Mirotic. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Timberwolves lead by 3. From Target Center, back in a moment. And we're back with you as these 2 teams do battle in their quest for an NBA championship. Look at Gilbert Arenas. What a contribution.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
Well, you know, in that first half, it was a common occurrence. He got to the stripe time and time again.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Now here's Garnett on the wing. Wallace. Rebound by the Heat. Now Butler. Outside Arenas. Pass to Williams. To the time. The rebound by Garnett. Garnett's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Butler with the steal. Now Arenas. Bain sets the pick for Arenas. No good. That would have tied it.
I'm shocked that it didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Wallace kicks to Huertas. Pass to Garnett. Pocket 6. Here's Carter. Good. And Huertas gets the assist. Huertas has got 5 assists tonight.
Oh, I like that. Good read by BC. An elite, big-time scorer with versatility.
Now here's Arenas. 12 points for him. The 3. And again, it's Gets the heat missing. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Their biggest lead of the game was 9.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passing. 4 straight field goals have been made off of assists.
Here is Williams, following the score by Kevin Garnett. From the high post, Arenas missing again.
That is not the shot you need to be looking for when you're trying to break out of a slump.
Here's Wirtz. He's covered by Arenas. Garnett outside. Three-pointer. And it's Miami with the rebound. Outside Arenas. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Arenas has got 14 points.
And he's got all the moves. Arenas not afraid to get inside.
Here's Wirtz. Carter with the 3. It's good from long range.
Really smooth stroke from out there. He's dialed in.
Here is Arenas. 8-point game. Guys are looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Again, the miss by Arenas.
Oh, a tough quarter for him offensively. He hasn't been able to give his team a lift when they need it. And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Now here's Arenas. 14 points for him. Inside, here's Boozer, and Boozer throws it down.
Great work by Boozer on that play. A textbook pick and roll.
Here's Wirtz. Carter on the wing. On the clock. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. That's on Lou Williams.
A focal point of this offense, Carter knows exactly how to find ways to get himself to the line.
Vince Carter hits them both. Now here's Williams. No scoring in this one. Outside Arenas. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. Williams has got his 5th assist in this one. Timberwolves leading by 7. Pass to Wallace. Here is Carter. From the arc. And Baines pulls it down. Baines has got 5 rebounds tonight. The 9-foot shot. And there's another one for the Heat.
And just a fluid offensive talent with really a knack for getting to his spot. Williams so hard to keep up with.
Here's Wirtz to the inside. Here's Wallace. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Here's Boozer, and the dunk by Boozer.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Here's Arenas, following the score by Vince Carter. Outside Arenas. Outside Williams. Baines a screen on Carter. Williams, that's good.
I don't know if anybody has a more relaxed shooting motion. Williams very efficient and easy with that stroke.
To the paint, Butler with the steal. Pass to Arenas. Baines a screen. And with that shot, the Timberwolves lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Gilbert Arenas. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. And Doug Collins wants a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Kyle Korver. He's checked in for Joe Waltz. And Miami with a change here, too. Barnes, who's checked in for Butler. Here's Huertas. He's good with the little jumper in close. Huertas has got 5 points so far.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
Boozer with the screen for Arenas. And again, Miami with the triple.
That gives him his second 3 of the half with 3 total for the game.
Carter with a screen on Williams. Carter outside. Good. And Huertas gets the assist. Carter's got 20 points.
Love the mindset of Carter. You sink a 3 on his squad, he's coming back at you.
Boozer with the screen for Arenas. Inside. Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Boozer.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Here's Huertas. 5 points in the game. Carter inside the three-point line. That's down the hash. Knocks one more to his total. That's 9 for 15 shooting.
How about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
No question about it. They found a nice rhythm from deep.
The shot that time, not on target. Good work defensively by Arenas. Barnes kicks it over to Arenas. Jacks up a 3, and he's good on the 3 ball. Arenas has got 13 points in the second half.
And so far, Arenas is feeling it. Fiery offensive games like this are why they call this man the hibachi.
And it's good, 2 points.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
Count that one, and the Minnesota lead has been cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Baines. Here's Huertas. Carter outside. Yes, that goes in. Carter's got 24.
Boy, you could see it and feel it in his eyes at the start of this period. He is on a mission.
Williams looking over the floor. 6 on the shot clock. On the top of the key. No good from Arenas. Timberwolves leading by 3. Lets it go from 11. And Carter with the basket on the assist by Garnett. 26 points for Vince Carter.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Pass to Baines. From down in the low post. It goes. Baines has got 6. And so Huertas will bring it up for the Timberwolves. They've led by as much as 10. And Doug Collins wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Some changes for Minnesota. Omer Ashe, he's checked in for Nikola Pekovic. And it's Brown in for Huertas. The Heat also changing it up. Mirotic is checked in for Aaron Baines. Jordan Crawford comes in for Gilbert Arenas. And Martin subbed in for Lou Williams. And the Timberwolves with possession here. 3-point lead. Ashe, the pass to Brown. Outside Carter. Barnes grabs the miss. Miami's gone to the three-point shot 8 times already in the second half and hit 4 of them. Mirotic passes to Boozer. Shot clock at 5. It's Martin on the wing. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Timberwolves leading by 3. Garnett outside. There's the lob to Carter. Close the alley-oop. And Miami shooting a stellar 60% since the halftime break. Crawford passes to Mirotic. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. 6 points for him.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Now here's Brown. Garnett outside. Pass to Carter. Fires away from way outside. Miami grabs the miss. Hoosiers got 11 rebounds in the game. Barnes gets to Crawford. For the lead. Rebound Minnesota. Outside Korver. Pass to Ashik. Carter with it. He's got 26. Launches from deep. Doesn't get it to drop for him. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Minnesota on top. They lead by 1. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the 4th quarter. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. Miami trailing. And here's Martin to take the lead. Ashik pulls it in. Ashik's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Korver a screen on Williams to the middle. Got a piece of it. Butler with the steal. Pass to Williams. Here's Mirotic, guarded by Korver. That puts them in the lead. Mirotic has got the lead up to 1 now for the Heat. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Heat.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end. Tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of skill.
And another thing, guys, they dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
Excellent job to impact that attempt and prevent the easy deuce.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You know, Harrison Barnes is an effective two-way player, becoming better every day on offense and can defend multiple positions as well.
The first free throw is good. And so he's able to get 1 of 2.
He missed the chance to put him up by 3. You know he'd like to have that one back.
Crown's shot is good. Crown's got the game tied up here for the Timberwolves.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Pass to Butler. Williams with 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Ashik's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Wallace kicks to Wedges. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Shot clock at 6. Brown finds Korver. The shot's good. Brown making the play. And it's a 3-point Minnesota lead.
Well, that catch-and-shoot game of Korver is lethal. His ability to immediately fire off the pass is good as it gets.
Now here's Williams. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Brown. Minnesota leading by 3. Wallace right side. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Miami's gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. And so now a timeout called by Brad Nelson. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Brad Nelson had some words for his team during the break. Now, he said, come on, can anybody make a 3? We have to be better from deep. He implored his team to find the shooters, get them open with movement and picks. We'll see if it works, guys.
Thank you, David. For For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Martin kicks to Williams. Just 5 to shoot. Butler sets a screen for Williams. And, yep, finally dropped after rolling around the rim.
And after a difficult start to the game, he's flipped the script here.
And so Huertas will bring it up for the Timberwolves. They've led by as much as 10. Brown the pass to Huertas. Brown outside. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Pekovic is checked in, and Miami with a change here too. Aaron Baines is checked in for Harrison Barnes. Now here's Williams. Pass to Martin. Uncovered. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. That's 10 points for Martin.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
On the wing, Korver over Butler. And there's Korver on the assist by Huertas. And the Timberwolves lead by 3.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a three.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Baines a screen on Korver. Pulls up. High post. The kick outside to Butler. Mirotic passes to Williams. Now here is Martin to tie it up. Good on the triple. Martin's got 5 points now this quarter.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
There's the lob to Brown.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going.
Neither did the defense.
Miami's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Now Williams. Butler in the corner. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. Butler's got it all tied up now for Miami. For Minnesota, they've gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. Pass to Wallace. Here's Huertas. Here's Korver. Good. And Huertas gets the assist.
And even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Yeah, they're in a nice zone right now, and that basket looks, you know, it can handle 2 balls at once. It looks like now it can probably, for them, handle 3 or 4 balls at once, as well as their shooting.
Here's Butler after Kyle Korver's bucket. And Mirotic gets the Butler. Butler can't get that one to fall. For Minnesota, they've gotten it done so far from the field here in the fourth. Going 6 for 7. Nice shot by Huertas.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
Perhaps the case simply that some kind of motivational speeches at halftime got both of these teams fired up.
Now here's Williams. Outside Martin. Butler on the way. Guarded by Korver. And it goes down 2 points. Butler's got 4 this quarter. Timberwolves have gotten 7 of their 8 shots to fall here in the fourth. A tremendous offensive output. Down low. Pocket 6. Brown the pass to Huertas. Over Williams. Excellent D there from Williams.
For him, it has not been a game to remember, but all they care about is that W.
Hit the floater, and Butler gets it to go. It's a tie ball game.
Every coach in this league loves assisted buckets.
Timberwolves shooting it really well. 54% from the floor. Brown outside. Outside Korver. Pass to Pekovic. Shoots over Baines. And it's Miami with the rebound. Baines has got 8 rebounds in this game. Butler pass to Williams. And here is Mirotic. Ball is covering. That's a 2 from Martin. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Minnesota with the ball. They've led by as much as 10. Pekovic, count that one. And the Timberwolves lead by 2.
One of his specialties on display there, a nifty lead pass.
Here's Williams. Out left to the wing. Butler feeling out of it. Back to Baines. Good, and Butler gets the assist.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
And here's Korver from the arc. Rebound by the Heat. Outside Butler. Outside Martin. Mirotic finds Williams. Outside Butler. Baines sets the pick for Butler. Over Korver. And it's Butler missing.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D. Allen's position, you can see the frustration on his face.
Here's Wirtz. And it's blocked by Mirotic.
Tracking that ball all the way. Strong defense at the rim.
Outside Williams. Baines sets the pick for Williams to take the lead. Not going to go.
Surprising to see that he had so much room from mid-range. I think he was surprised too.
Pekovic inside. Baines is there. Another possession, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. And so now a timeout called by Brad Nelson. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline.
Everyone get loud and put your hands together for Billboard, Minnesota Answer.
Minnesota making some changes. Arnett comes in for Kyle Korver. And it's Carter in for Brown. And then for Miami, Boozer comes in for Mirotic. And Gilbert Arenas subbed in for Martin. Miami trailing. Now here's Arenas. Pocket 4. Boozer against Garnett. Late in the clock, he gets it to fall.
And with authority, Boozer digging deep and delivering for his team.
There's a minute 47 left to play in the final quarter. Carter, and he jams it in.
There's no denying it. Carter is a guy you can trust to get it done in the biggest moments. Finds an angle of attack and goes right to it. There are not many players you'd rather have at the line there. Those free throws were huge.
Outside Arenas. Butler outside. Baines a screen on Wallace. Just 4 to shoot. Off the glass.
Well, that's the goal of pick and roll. Get that separation you need.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Williams against Carter. Pekovic with a screen on Williams. 6 to shoot. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Count it. Nice touch.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Now here is Carter. Oh, the one-handed hammer.
And this is why they go to Vinsanity. Carter excels at coming up big.
And so now a timeout called by Brad Nelson. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. They trail by 1. Arenas with it. It's stolen. On the wing, Wallace.
You know, the length KG has creates problems for defenders, which is why they often foul him inside.
For Timberwolves, Kevin Garnett taking 2 shots.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And that trip coming up empty. Missing both. And here are the Heat. It's a 1-point game. And so Miami again turning it over.
Huge turnover there, and at a bad time, too. You have to value every possession.
And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 3-point game.
That last free throw really changes everything here. I mean, now they just have to guard the three-point line.
And so now a timeout called by Brad Nelson. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. What do you think Coach's focus is going to be here?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a 5.
Either way, they got to score the ball.
Butler. Baines inside, covered by Pekovic, and the layup is off. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
It's the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Those free throws are the nail in the coffin, guys.
Butler! Great D. That forced that miss. And the Minnesota Timberwolves are your new NBA champions. All the travel, all the practices, all the meetings, all the games, wins and losses, the emotion, the exhaustion culminating into tonight.
And whenever you win the NBA championship, there is a level of accomplishment and excitement that really can't be matched. But pretty amazing to have accomplished this goal.
The celebration is here, and this place is going crazy. The bench loves it. The fans obviously overjoyed. This is one of those moments these players will never forget. And we've enjoyed bringing you every minute of the action here on 2K Sports. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next season.